All right, so we are going to talk about the quarter today. And when I look at the quarter, you'll see that there are 5 imaginary touch points. So let's see how much it would be worth. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we know that this is worth 25 cents. It can be written that way, or it can be written again with our dollar sign. 0.25. And if you look at the quarter, do we recognize the person on it? All right, it's George Washington. Now, our quarter is our largest coin that we are talking about this week. If I were to compare it, here's a quarter to a dime, you'll see the difference. I can compare it to a nickel. I think that the nickel and the quarter sometimes get confused, but if you look closely, you'll see a quarter's bigger, and you will also see 2 different presidents on there. So if you get stumped with because they're both looking left, then you can always turn it over and check it out on the back. Okay, so the quarter has the presidential coat of arms on it. Here, I'll turn this one over so you can see it. So it's got the coat of arms. It's a eagle with his wings open. And we just listened to that song. So how many quarters would it take to make $1? That's right. So 4 quarters equals $1. All right. We are going to, let me erase this. We're going to practice with some different coins on counting up. So we have our greatest to our least. It's a little hard to see. Let me see if I can squeeze them all on. My little penny, he's a little left out. Here, we'll put him beneath. All right. I am going to just pick coins. We'll put them where they belong, and then we'll count. So let's start with only a few. I might have grabbed too many. All right, so here is a row of coins, but they're not in order. So I need to go ahead and identify what is my quarter, what's my dime, what's my nickel, and then what is my penny. So I'm looking and I see 1 quarter, I see 2 dimes, 1 nickel, and a penny. What I'm going to do with that is I am going to bring them back down just like we had done yesterday. We go from our greatest coins to our least. So we will start with our biggest coin, and that biggest one is worth 25 cents. So I write 25, and then I'm going to go over to my dime. I know that dime has 2 touch points, or maybe I don't need to use the touch points, and I just know 10 more than 25 is 35. So 25, 35, 45, and then here's a nickel. So I have to switch over how I'm counting because I was going by tens. Now I have to go back down to fives. So 25, 35, 45, 50. And then finally I have a penny, which shouldn't be too hard to switch over once I see that it's a different color. It sometimes makes it stand out a little bit more. So 25, 35, 45, 50, 51. So 51 cents. And you guys know what I'm going to say. It can be written in more than one way. All right. Let's do one more practice. I'm going to add more coins this time. All right, so I have quite a few, and they are not in any specific order, so I need to go ahead and sort them. Let's put my quarters in a pile. Let's put my dimes in a pile, my nickel, and then my pennies. All right, so now that I have them sorted, I'm going to go ahead and line them back up. All right, let's start with our quarters. So we know the first quarter is worth 25. Now, counting quarters can get difficult. So if I'm not really confident with it yet, I can go back to those touch points. I can think about it. So 25, 35, I'm sorry. 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 2 quarters makes 50 cents. And then I'm going to switch over to a dime, and I know that that's 2 touch points, or just count by 10. So 50, 60, another dime, 70, and then we have to switch over to 5s. So 70, 75, and then I'm going to switch over to 3 pennies. So 75, 76, 77, 78. So this row of coins equals 78 cents. And again, it can be written one of 2 ways. Oops, I'll hide this so you can see that. All right, and if you guys notice, I love when you show your work by writing your numbers underneath each coin because it keeps your thoughts straight. And then sometimes whenever I'm checking it, I can see where you made the mistake. Sometimes it's just a simple counting mistake. So we want to make sure we're writing those underneath before we get to our final answer. All right, erase. And I am going to go ahead and put these away. And I just wanted to show you this. There again, those 4 quarters equal $1. So let's count the quarters. 25, 50, 75, $1. Say it again. 25, 50, 75, $1. All right. So that's something you could practice. You could sing that song, or you could continue just chanting it. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow.